loss thus far was against his legendary partner in crime, Erik Morales.
No, yo no lo odio, no más, simplemente que chingue a su madre, así de simple.
But while Barrera had his 3 losses, his wins were Hall of Fame worthy and acknowledged as such many years later. From being the only man to defeat Prince Nassim Hamed, to his revenge against Erik Morales and his brutal knockout of Kevin Kelly, Barrera was in the prime of his career, with his most remarkable stretch of wins thus far, and one of the best stretch of wins in the world at the time. Barrera was out for blood, and if he could open a wound on the new kid on the block, Manny Pacquiao, many were sure that the kill wouldn't be too much further down the line. The night arrived on the 15th of November in 2003. As the youth of Pacquiao glimmers in the ring and Barrera's experience shines, it's set in stone that either a new young fighter will become a 3-weight world champion and continue his path to becoming an all-time great, or an older champion with an already stacked resume is about to become even more remarkable.
Incidentally, 10,127 in the Alamo Dome for this fight.
Jim, I'd like to point out that
Lawrence Cole's going to call that a knockdown as he motions Barrera to a neutral corner and applies the count. And already Barrera has knocked Pacquiao down.
I'm not sure that Cole saw that punch land, and I'm not sure that a punch did land.
A heavy punch land. It looked as much like a slip as anything else.
laid back counter puncher. Surprisingly, Barrera is much more aggressive than I expected. That's something that Pacquiao was not prepared for.
Barrera takes a couple of hard punches right up the middle as Pacquiao lands a 1-2 through the guard. Great action in the first round, back accurately when Pacquiao lands over the top. Now Barrera goes with the body, the left hooks. Left hand counter by Barrera.
Pacquiao is trying to find a way to get his straight left hand through the center, but he cannot seem to find the target.
It was not a punch.
Definitely not a punch.
Shouldn't have been called a knockdown.
I scored that round 10-9 for Barrera.
Barrera is right now using the jab very effectively, trying to get his range, and I think Pacquiao is trying to take control. Is this going to be a good fight? Because neither guy is going to accept the other guy controlling the fight.
To get into range to land his jab, and since that time, he's been tactically in control.
4 or 5 of them, 6 in the last 30 seconds.
He never shows emotion in the ring. Big combination by Barrera as he catches Pacquiao coming in. Manny comes back with body shots of his own. Hard body shots from Pacquiao. Has come out with a determined rally in round 2. Hard left hand. Straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera.
With a beautiful left hand and a quick 1-2 combination, Barrera is thrown back to the canvas, and in a brief moment of shock, he gets back to his feet like the warrior he is, and remains cautious of Pacquiao's blink-and-you'll-miss-it speed and deceitful power.
This might be against Marco Antonio Barrera. Now they know. And he's getting reckless, and Barrera takes advantage. What a fight. Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hand.
Survived this round, and Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later. Pacquiao's going to be in trouble, but if this stays right here, everything is great for Pacquiao. Just stays right here.
Pacquiao coming right through the right hand counter. Landed another big left hand.
Okay, Jim. 2-1, 28-27, Manny Pacquiao. On Larry's call of the non-knockdown in the first round, if the referee rules it a knockdown, you got to go 10-8.
I know that's the rule, Harold, but I also think we ought to use common sense.
Yeah, but Harold's trying to do it the way the official judges would do it, Larry.
Right.
Which means without the benefit of television replay.
Well, that's where Harold and I...
Pacquiao seems to have gotten his rhythm back together again, and Barrera seems to just still look a little too slow. Even when he's punching, he doesn't seem to have the speed that he once had.
Barrera's going to have to counter to victory.